Jim Jar sort of slumps down in one of the corners and says, so where are y'all from?
Doran says, I live in a forest. It's pretty nice. I like it better than this cave that we're in.
Yeah, I would hope that where you live is at least a little bit nicer than this cave. Do you know what's the name of the forest you're from?
It's just the forest.
Oh, you're a smart one, huh? Yep, definitely. Cool. All right. What about the rest of you? Tiger person.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you. Where are you from?
What is your name, little man?
Jim Jar.
Jim Jar. What a funny name. Let me ask you, where are you from?
Mostly the Underdark. Blingden Stone is where most Deep Gnomes live. I've spent some time there. I don't like to stay in one place for too long. It's usually because I'm getting kicked out and not because I'm deciding to leave necessarily.
Fascinating. Anil goes and sits next to Jim Jar, and now he's like fascinated. Do you have any interesting stories?
I probably got a few, but I'm more interested in hearing what your interesting stories are. Where do you come from?
Oh, well, Nerosi, Calvinus, and I are from the territory of Khan, which is known for its peaches.
Is it just you three? Do you know any of these other people you came in here with?
Not really, and we didn't have much opportunity to talk on the way here, so during the fight I did notice that certain people could do certain things.
Yeah, that's really astute of you. Certain people do certain things. What about you, Devil Woman? Where do you come from?
I lived in the city of Dunwall, and, well, I had a cult at one point. Would any of you be interested in following me and worshiping the evil giant monstrosity that lives in the dimension of terror?
Bupido stands up when you say this. He says, excuse me, but Bupido is the only cult leader allowed in this prison.
Nick says, what's your cult?
The cult of Bupido, of course. Would you like to join? You may worship me.
Are you the only member of your cult, then, Bupido?
The quantity of members of the cult is less important to the quality of members of the cult. And let me tell you that this cult has the best members. I will show you my member right now if you want me to.
Nick says, yeah, sure. Let's see it.
So Bupido just starts taking all of his clothes off and gets totally naked.
Oh, no.
Then he says, here is the best member, as he stands in front of Nyx, just butt-ass naked.
Calvinus goes up next to Nyx and kind of like protects her, and he's like, hey, back off, little naked blue man. And he looks at Nyx and he's like, hey, how's it going? And he's like giving her a look.
What?
I know what you want. I seen you looking at me.
Who's that, Calvinus?
Yeah, the fireball.
Nick immediately gets overly sexual and just tries to make him really uncomfortable.
Let's take it slow here, okay? Take it kind of slow. He like backs up. He's like, no. Okay, come on, let's keep your tentacles in your pants here.
Bupido says, yes, I would like to join in this weird that's going on. Is that something I can do? Yes? Or for Bupido?
Calvinus starts walking over back toward Nerosi, and he's like kind of covering his... Hey, you know what? You seem like kind of a loose woman, and that's not what I'm looking for personally. No offense to you, but that's not really what I'm looking for. So you and the little blue man could do what you need to do.
Jim Jar just cracks up, and he's like, hey, who wants to bet that guy's a virgin? Anyone taking that bet? I got 20 on it.
Yep, I'll take that bet.
Excellent. Definitely.
Calvinus like stomps up to Jim Jar and he's like, a virgin?
Please calm down. Skull mask. Where are you from, and why are you wearing a skull mask?
Yeah, well, there's not much to tell. I travel the lands, work as a healer when I'm needed, or as an undertaker of the nameless god. I serve the balance between life and death.
Oh, well, that just got pretty deep in here. Damn. Darendale, in the meantime, has padded on over to Theron. He's like, so, just high elf to high elf here. Where are you from?
What does it matter anymore? It's all gone. These babbling idiots. You.
What's wrong with me?
Just go away.
Well, later on, we'll get to know each other. Don't worry, things are gonna work out.
I picture him just kind of leaning up against the wall. When Roland wakes up, I think he'd want to address the situation with Tordik.
Okay, so he wakes up. He finds himself in this cave. Tordik is dead next to him.
Tordik, wake up. Tordik. He looks across the room, just kind of scanning for people's eyes, whoever make eye contact. What happened? What? Why didn't any of you help him? Tordik! And he's just shaking him, and you can see it start. He's just starting to unravel. And I think Theron kind of stares at him with disgust and also kind of pity.
All right. Most of the NPCs, all as you're sort of doing this, sort of go off into their own corners and try to ignore you and avoid this unpleasant scene. Even Bupito kind of gets the idea that he doesn't really want to get involved in this. This weighs heavily on you.
I think he's just kind of freaking out, and I think he's blaming himself because, Tordik wouldn't have been in this situation unless he asked him to guide him and kind of shepherd him through the days to get away from the drow.
Roland took a point of madness, right? Like earlier when I had y'all make all those saves.
I don't know if you explained it that way. I think you just said that he kind of lost it. I don't think you said point.
Everyone that failed that save earlier has to note on the character that failed it that they have 1 point of madness.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember you telling me to do that. I could just be misremembering.
Jeff got 1 point.
So Roland was one of those people, though, right?
Okay, so does that go under personality traits, bond? What is that?
You put it wherever you're going to notice it because it just affects as you're going to make these saves as things happen to you in the Underdark, and however many you failed is going to affect what happens if you fail further.
Oh, that's kind of like an HP Lovecraft kind of thing, slowly losing sanity or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, so how do we know if we had madness?
Because last time when we played, when you guys went through these gates, I had you all make saves, and some of you failed those saves and went catatonic.
Remember, Roland went crazy at the beginning?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think all three of mine then have a point of madness. One was stunned, one was paralyzed, and one was laughing.
Sure. So there you go. So yeah, if you failed that save, then you have a point of madness. And Roland has just failed his second save, so now he has 2 points of madness.
How many points until something happens?
Well, something happens every time. Just what happens changes.
Oh, okay.
Tordik's eyes open up for you.
What?
As you're standing there, cradling his dead body, his eyes open.
Tordik, I knew you weren't dead. I knew it. And he corpsed and starts hugging him. Come on, we got to work to get out of here, man.
And he's like, yes, we will leave together, you and I. Everyone else, of course, his eyes have not opened.
We'll make it out of here, man. Get far away from the drow. We can do it.
Jeff tries to step in and explain. Not. He doesn't have a lot of compassion, but tries to calmly say, "Your friend is dead. We did everything we could. You need to take a deep breath here."
What are you talking about? His eyes are open. He's talking. Listen, we can get out of here. Me and him, we've traveled for months. We can do this.
Tordik in Roland's mind says, "Yeah, Tordik, tell them. Don't believe them. They're just trying to turn you against me."
That's right. They're all trying to turn me against you. I can't. No. Get back. Get back.
Wait, Neurosi goes up to Roland and just slaps him in the face. Snap out of it, man.
Do I need to roll something for that?
No, you just get slapped in the face.
So he's just looking him in the eyes. He's like, he's dead. You're going nuts.
I think Roland looks at the corpse. Is it still seem alive to him?
Oh yeah, Tordik's like, don't listen to them. We're friends. We're going to be together for a good long time. I'm fine.
No, the drow have gotten to you. You're going to try and kill us. I know it.
Roland pulls Neurosi and headbutts him, gives him a bloody nose, sending him.
You'll get away from me and you'll stay away from me, you drow sympathizers. I know what these people can do. I know what my people can do.
And Neil says, raise your hand if the dwarf is dead. And Neurosi, Calvinus, and Neil all raise their hand.
So do all the NPCs except for Bupito.
Nick says, whoa, let's not be too hasty. We don't know for sure that he's dead.
I think Roland goes up to to Tordik's corpse and kind of just tries to get him to stand up.
No, I need rest. Rest for the evening.
Right, yeah.
We'll get out first thing in the morning. Let's just rest.
Yeah, you rest. I'll stay guard. Make sure none of these fucking people come near us.
And Nyx is gonna try and persuade what's his name that got naked first and has his own cult.
Bupito?
To join up with her and do like a weekend at Bernie's kind of situation and pretend that the dwarf is still alive and like wave his hands around.
Bupito is like, so for this particular effect for Roland, you are going to be under it for 90 hours.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wait, is
that's
he at
real
level
bad.
2 of madness? Does he have 2 points of madness?
Yeah, 2 points of madness, dude.
Ugh. Damn.
So how many people were, I don't think Theron was affected by madness. How many people, Roland, and then how many other people have at least 1 point of madness?
All 3 of my guys have 1 point of madness.
Oh, shit. And it's just like, who knows what could set it off?
It's pretty much anything that's particularly traumatizing or horrific, typically.
Oh, wow. We're going to see a lot of that then, huh?
Yeah, that's the fun of this campaign. Jeff has a
Yes.
point.
I feel like Nyx should have a point of madness from like before the campaign started.
Just for being insane. I mean, she can just have some sort of mad. You've already given her like a form of indefinite madness in general, though. So,
Pretty much, yeah.
so she's that's 3 points right there.
Sweet.
Okay, so Roland just believes that Tordik is alive, and he won't listen to any arguments otherwise. In the interests of keeping this moving, we're gonna just say that he sort of huddles off into a corner with Tordik's corpse, keeping watch and just trusting the rest of the inmates for the rest of the evening, as you all settle down to some really uncomfortable sleep.
Wait, before we sleep, can Neurosi ask a question to the group?
Sure.
All right, so Neurosi, with his bloody reset nose, gets up and he's basically like, all right, everybody, I understand if you don't want to take part in this, but I think we may want to discuss what we can do if we, for instance, get our magic back. So if anybody wants to share their abilities, meet me over in this corner. And then so he just like goes in the corner as far away from the guards as possible.
Bupito and Darendelle follow him back there. Who else?
Yeah, that sounds fun. And goes over. Nyx is like, she joins, and then Jeff kind of hangs back a little bit so he can hear, but not really. He's not like in the circle.
Roland is obviously still out of it. Theron kind of moves closer, but doesn't get close enough to where like he's within the little circle. He's kind of on the fringe to where he can listen, but he may not necessarily have any input. But he's definitely interested in what the dude has to say.
The very first thing that happens as you all sort of gather around is Stool walks out. And this is the first activity any of you have seen from him. And he starts like wiggling and shaking, and spores start exuding from his body. And as you all breathe them in, all of a sudden you hear in your mind, well, this is what I can do. Now we can talk to each other, and nobody can hear us except if I want them to. So that's what I can help that way. But if you leave here, please take me, because I'm very scared.
Wait, so we can communicate telepathically?
Yeah, so long as you are within 30 feet of Stool and he is willing to allow it to happen, then you can communicate with him and anyone else he allows in.
Sick!
That's interesting.
These are myconid rapport spores.
Awesome.
And he says, and my name's Stool. I'm a myconid. I'm very young, and I just got separated from my family, and then Drow took me here. I think they're going to eat me.
Thorn had already talked to him a little bit and gotten the spores, I think, during the fight. He's like,
Yes.
yeah, this guy's awesome. We'll protect you, little mushroom guy.
Thank you.
Neurosi says, I'll go first. I'm an Aasimar, will be protector. If we're able to get our magic, I can basically, I'm not particularly strong, but I can do poison spray. I can cast light on objects, but I have to touch them. I have chill touch. I have some other spells that I might be able to do, but I have one that makes me go really fast if necessary. But that's about it for me. I'm not particularly strong without magic. Who wants to go next?
Darendelle steps up. He says, yes, well, While this form is particularly inconvenient for social gatherings and, for allowing my other high elves, hi Theron, to recognize and enjoy my company. It's like, yes, it's okay. I get it. But those downfalls aside, I am quite strong apparently, and have these very long claws and teeth for just tearing through meat and bone and sinew and letting the blood drip down my throat as I eat raw flesh off a still squirming body. Oh, it would be so glorious. But it's just a curse, really.
You see him eat that drow? That was awesome.
Oh, yes, it was quite awesome. But that's what I can do. If that's helpful at all, I don't know.
Do you have any immunities, Darendil?
Apparently not to curses. Huh? Right, Theron? Get it? I don't know. No, I'm not sure.
All right, anyone else?
Theron, he has acid splash. That's about it. He's more of a physical type person.
What's your weapon of choice?
A longsword or something.
As I can do this like a whip with thorns on it, like a thorn whip.
Is it a magic whip or is that like a physical whip?
It's like a magical whip. Pretty cool.
Jimjar steps forward and he's like, "Look, I don't have a whole lot to offer here. I'm just a deep gnome. I don't got much going for me. I'm not a giant hulking beast or a weird mushroom with telepathic spores or a literal psychopath. I'm just a dude. But I'll tell you one thing, because I'm not any of those things, I have been keeping an eye out on the potential dangers for someone like myself. And if you guys think that you're just going to get out of here by bursting through these doors or overpowering these drow, you got another thing coming. You have seen maybe a quarter of the force they have at this outpost, and not even the strong ones. All right. There is a woman here. Her name is Elvara. You will probably meet her tomorrow, and she is not very nice. She is a priestess of Lolth, and she can kill all of us probably with a word. So
Fuck.
If we are going to get out of here, which I would very much like to do, we need to stack the odds in our favor and leave as soon as we win our first hand, if you get what I'm saying.
All right, then. How long have you been here?
I've been here now for about 4 weeks.
Guard shift changes. Anytime that they're distracted at a certain time, have you noticed any, complications with the cell or anything like that would be useful? Do they use bindings or shackles of any type?
They don't feel the need, and honestly, I don't blame them. But so no, we will not be bound, especially since most of the jobs we'll be doing require us to have access to our hands and feet.
Will they be shrouding our eyes or?
No, we will not leave this area. Where we are now is on the side of a cliff face. There are 3 stalactites here that they have carved the insides out of, and they have a variety of things going on in there. They're going to break us up tomorrow, and we're going to go to various different parts of this outpost. And whether it be cleaning, repairing, mending, serving, I don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll all be taking a different spot. So if you're a smart, watchful person, that might be a good time to keep an eye out for things that might help. It will also help get us some familiarity with the area instead of just running off willy-nilly, so you know where your options might be to run and flee to, if there are any, which there may not be.
Neurosi says to Jimjar, this eye that's blocking our magic, do they have more of these in the work areas? Is this a normal thing?
As far as I know, I've only seen this one here.
Do you ever see them using their magical abilities to do the work?
I have not.
No. Calvinus takes out his tarantula and he says, hello, this tarantula, I've been talking with it, and I've been telling it I can give it bugs every day if it goes up and starts to weave silk to cover that eye. So I would think maybe a week it could probably cover it completely. I don't know if that would do it, but it might.
A week would give us enough time to make enough observations on guard shift changes on anything along our route to work that may be of use to an escape, if at all possible.
Periodically, for whatever reason, it happens sometimes at night, sometimes during the day on the job site, we'll all be rounded up and shoved back into our cell rather abruptly. This horrible horrible droning noise begins to echo through the cavern, and it is unbearable and makes us all want to run in fear and horror. I don't know what causes it or why it happens, but the drow seem to have some sort of advanced knowledge that it's going to happen. It concerns them greatly. So if
Is
we
it that of a beast, or is it of some sort of drow magician or wizard? Or
to be perfectly honest, it sounds like just like millions upon millions of buzzing flies.
Oh.
It's horrifying, and it wears on the psyche as it goes through.
Nick says, why do you even want to leave? This place is great.
Excuse me, are you a moon druid?
I guess. I don't know.
But you're some kind of druid, right? Well,
I like the moon. I like looking at it.
wait, you smoke?
I mean, I'll smoke pretty much anything. I tried to smoke this little mushroom guy yesterday, but he wasn't.
Wait. I stowed a little joint and a little match. Oh, no, I did. Up my bum.
they checked your bum.
And they kept it with my belongings. It's there now. If we can get to weapons, I've got a joint and a match, and we can smoke that stuff together, and then maybe even transform into like something that gets even more high, like a kobold, so we get even higher.
Pepito's like, seconds.
Thorin says, I will do literally anything you say if it means we can smoke that. You had me at and the kobold transform to get higher thing. But I mean, that's even better. I'm on board.
And this stuff is stinky. This is some stinky, stanky weed.
In your butt, though, right? That's probably...
That's what makes it stanky. Yeah, it's not stanky without it having been up my...
Just stanky, filthy, wet doja.
Let's just establish that if we're going to communicate about anything related to breaking out, that we do it telepathically when Stool's around.
Okay, right. You just hear this rapping on the prison door, the portcullis there, and you see arrayed outside are 4 Quaggoths. Standing at their center is a drow woman who is exquisitely dressed. She still has the 2 drow flanked off on either side of the door. There are 3 more behind her, standing at attention, flanked by a pair of giant spiders. This is a pretty obvious show of force here in an attempt to crush your spirits.
Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Mockery.